So, Nikki, if someone's just starting out their business, how do they know which accounting software to choose? Because there are a lot out there to choose from.
Absolutely, Kirsty. There are lots and lots of different accounting systems. However, there are some predominant ones at the top of the market. So if you're a brand new business and you're still quite small, you will probably have heard of Xero, QuickBooks, Sage, which are the three market leaders. So what you need to do is think about what you actually want to use it for. You think about what you want to do in the future with it. So you need to look as, does it need to link to other particular software? Because you'll find that some software will link to it and some won't. So you need to decide, what do you want to use it for? And then look at the top options out there and compare against them.
Perfect. Okay. So, slightly a similar question, but if you're an established business and you've been using your software for a while, but maybe things have changed or you want to look at something new, what should you think about then?
Okay, yes, that is a much different question, because you're probably very established. You're using your software for lots of different things. It probably is integrated to some different software already as well. So what you need to understand again is, what do you want to do with it? Why is it that you want to change your software? What isn't your current software doing? Because you never know, it may be that your software can do it, you just haven't been trained on it properly. So first, really establish what are your requirements, what are your future requirements for that software. Then look at your current software and then look at some other ones that are similar to benchmark to see if changing would be worthwhile or not. Now, I'm all for people changing software, but I would do a bit of a word of caution, because changing software is not necessarily a quick, straightforward thing. It does it to make it work properly. You do need to have a proper project plan. You need to choose the best time of year to do it. Make sure you've got the resources and the time to put into it. So you might decide that you want to do it a year end, or you might do it a quarter end or something, but you do need to make sure that if you want the transfer to be done successfully, you need to put the money and time into it to do it properly.
Okay, so it almost might be worth speaking to your current provider, like you said, if there's something that's missing, because they might do it and maybe you don't know.
Yeah, that
Fantastic.
might just be the easy. You might find that, the software packages are constantly having new functionality put in. So you may find that actually that functionality has already been released, or it might be in their development plan. So, if you waited a few months, it might actually be there already. Or in fact, you might find that there is especially with a lot of the cloud software, there are lots of apps that you can add on. So you might find that you can just add something onto it that will actually help you to do the additional things that you want it to be able to provide for you.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much for that. Okay, so final question really is, when you're choosing your software, no matter if you're kind of choosing a new one or this is the first time, what are the three most essential things that you really need to think about?
Okay, so there's three things basically, Kirsty. First of all, make sure you future-proof it. What you need for your software today isn't necessarily what you'll need for it in 2 years' time. So rather than continually having to change your software, try and future-proof it. So choose the software that's going to be applicable for where you want to be in several years' time. So that's looking at the functionality, but also the size of your business. Certain software might not be suitable if you've got huge amounts of transactions, or that you reach certain levels. Secondly, look at what integration you can do, because nobody wants to have dozens of different software within their business. It makes it much easier if you can use less software, and also make things a lot more automated. So where you have got multiple software, make sure that they can all be integrated. So look at the integration possibilities of the software. You'll find that some of the actually quite low level cloud accounting software now, once you add on all the different apps that are possible, actually make them almost up to the level of a really expensive ERP system. So it's there is a lot of possibility out there if you know where to look. Third, it's not just looking about the software, it's also looking at what support are you going to get, what training is there for the software, what support are you going to get. Some of the new software, they don't do telephone support, they will only do support via email. So think about if you're going to need a lot of support, you need to look at what sort of provision that particular software has got.